an area, they haven't had a white clay product launch in 10 years. What they're doing today is a product that is so super concentrated. It's called Thicket. You only need to use a very little amount to completely change the texture, the feeling, the thickness, the dimension of each hair, all by using your fingers. You can tell I just used it on this side. Arlene Ferrer is a master stylist who's joining us today to share with us how you can use a brand new world launch product, Thicket Texture Clay. I'm gonna go to the other side here because your fingers are actually oh, and it smells so good. Your fingers are the tools on this. Look what this does. Woo! Arlene.
I know, let me tell you. Amy, what we have done.
You look cute, by the way. Is her haircut not amazing?
Thank you.
She's on the bob bandwagon.
I'm bobbing it just like you, girl.
You're bobbing
anyway,
it.
What we have done is we've taken our #1 ingredient, that iconic Amazon white clay, and what we've done is we've condensed it. Oh, thank you guys for that shot. I love that you guys do this. And we've condensed it. So what we've done is we've created this ultra dry volumizing texturizer. So it goes on very dry, and what you're gonna do is just that one little pump. Do you notice how much you need? Okay, I'm always sticking up my fingers to you guys, but this is all you need. And I don't want for you to put it all over your hand. You're just gonna do it on the tips of your fingers, okay? So we're gonna just do it right here, Amy. This is so concentrated, you guys. What we have done by condensing this white clay, it basically makes this incredible thickening product that goes on your hair dry. Oh my God, I want you to go, I'm gonna just turn her around here. I want you to see this.
Do you guys see this volume? Look at this. What I love about it, you're not using a hot tool. You're not even using a brush. We're not using nothing. Your fingers do all the work for you. It's called Thicket because it is so super concentrated.
Look at this.
With the white clay that it's actually going in there and making each strand thicker. You only use it in dry hair.
Yes.
Look at her hair.
Okay, so I mean, this is, if you guys want to take that Amazonian white thickening cream to the next level, this is it. What this is going to do, by going on dry, what it's going to do, it's going to take away the worry about having to tease your hair, to do anything to your hair. What I love about it, Amy, it has cacao oil. It also has quinoa grain. So like I said, a tiny bit. Where's that camera, guys? I want you to really, perfect. All right, there's awesome. So right there, just on the tips of your fingers, go on in here, and this is what you're gonna do. Just work on that root area.
So good.
What's happening when I hit the root, Amy? It's like if I'm teasing the hair, I'm just zhuzhing that in there. It's like if I was just teasing the hair, right? And it's just gonna give you that thickening and that volume.
Are you serious?
From the inside out. I love this because this is a product you want to put in your purse. You put it on, let's say you did your hair in the morning and it's just gone flat or whatever. Tiny bit, you're going to notice, I'm going to go in front of her face, guys. You're going to know it's going to be a nice consistency, that it's not super hard, but it does have a nice hold that is going to give you that lift. So a lot of the girls that we have, oh, look at that.
You know, this is so exciting because in 10 years, there has not been a new product.
No.
I'm over here sitting watching just like you guys. Look at my hair, I just barely touched my hair with it. It's not tacky, it's not sticky. It's adding texture back to your hair. So if you're saying, you know what, I want party hair or I want big hair, or just when I wake up in the morning, and I'm somebody right now and I don't want to do a ton of products in my hair, that's all you do. It is a mega super concentrate. So you go in wherever you want the volume. This is it. This is not tacky, it's not sticky. Look, it smells so good in every single hair type. In fact, it's designed for fine, thin, limp, fragile hair, right?
Exactly.
But your hair feels thick.
And you can feel that the thickness right in the product on the tips of your fingers. So what I love about this is that if your hair is flat, if your hair is lifeless, and you want to create that volume, I know that with our Amazonian white clay, we're creating that thickness. But what this is going to do, it's going to help you get that lift. It's gonna give you that, look at this. I just love it. This is like teasing without the tease. So you apply it on the roots of your hair and it's going to give you the lift. It's gonna give you the volume, but it's also going to thicken your hair because it does have the Amazonian white clay. Remember, we are known for our thickening authority when it comes to hair. What happens is the white clay adheres to your hair and it actually makes your hair thicker. And this is the perfect illustration of it, right? So this is our #1 ingredient, guys, is the Amazonian white clay. It's collected once a year from the riverbanks. And what this clay does, once it's applied to your hair, it actually increases the diameter of the hair. and it makes your hair thicker and fuller. So what we have done is we've condensed this particular product into this formula with an incredible binding ingredient, okay, polymer. And what it does is it has enhanced that thickening effect to it. So you're gonna get the thickening effect, but you're also going to get massive, massive hold, beautiful teasing without the tease. Once again, very important. You have a little pump, I just want you to put a tiny bit.
Yeah, you don't need a lot.
Extremely concentrated, guys. I'm gonna do that again.
We're gonna double check how many, because we have a big hold again.
Come on down.
There's only 6 more beauty reports until Christmas. We've got about 5 minutes or sell out on this. Dry hair is what you want to apply this on.
Look at this.
So if you wake up with bad head and maybe you got that one little bald spot area, instead of teasing or using hot tools, just use a little bit of the Thicket. This is a world launch for Taya. We love their Amazonian white clay. It's known to help add volume to the hair. This is not only adding volume, it's called Thicket because it is super concentrated. We waited a decade for Taya to bring a new white clay item. What I love is there's no sprays. For those of you who can spray anything, this is adding that volume at the root, which is where we need it.
At the root level. I'm standing behind hers, look. And what I want you to do is I want you to put it on little by little. I don't want you to put a lot. Remember, like I said, this is the Amazonian white clay in a condensed formula that is going to give you this mass. Look at this, Amy. It's like if I was putting hairspray in her hair, and which I'm not. So let's say you guys are gonna go out to these beautiful parties now, and you've probably been in the office all day, but you're gonna meet up all your friends, probably for the afternoon, you know, in the happy hour, whatnot.
Look at that.
You know, all you gotta do is put a tiny bit in your fingers, put this on the roots of your hair, and then zhuzh that hair up, and just go to your parties. I'm gonna run
We're gonna go through all the girls. Okay, here's what's happening. I think we only have about 1,000 of these left. I'm gonna double check. Look how you can just grab wherever you want the volume. Maybe you want to get some here at the park. You don't need a lot. Again, just a little dab, rub it together, and really get in there at that root and get that volume there, and it stays. So again, it's called Thicket. So your hair is gonna feel thicker, it's gonna act thicker because it is super concentrated with that white clay. So what the white clay does and why it's so popular in their volumizing line is it goes to the root, kind of coats that root or that hair area, adding texture and thickness. This one is so concentrated, you just need a little dab. So if you're tired of that thin hair, we're gonna show you on Galila how just a little bit, and again, all you have to use is your fingers. You can use styling products if you want, other styling products if you want to, like a hairspray to hold it, but you don't really have to.
I'm gonna do my hair a minute, guys. So can you come up here? I'm gonna show you real quick because
my hair.
I just did my bob, right? You see how it's nice and flat, right? I'm gonna use a tiny bit of that, right? Just on the roots of my fingers. And watch, all I'm gonna do is just this, Amy. I'm not gonna even do anything else. I'm just gonna go in here, I'm gonna zhuzh this up, and you know, I don't even know what this looks like, but I'm pretty sure it looks like a big mess.
No,
but you see
do you
see how it stacks up? You see how I'm able to get that lift here in the back? This is what you want. This is what you want. You want something that you can work on it. You can, look at this. And you know what? I don't mind having this on my hair because it's a product. All these are wonderful ingredients. Remember, the Amazon white clay has calcium, magnesium, phosphorus, potassium. So you're actually putting something good in your hair. It's not going to be hard and tacky and you know, and just gooey and oily. There's absolutely no oil in here.
No silicones,
none
of
that.
No silicones.
Now watch this with my beautiful Galina. Galina has baby fine hair. It's impossible to keep this hair up. I'm gonna tell you right now. She suffers through so much because of her thin hair. And I love it because we're able to, look at the volume. So you want a little bit, let's say you're at home and you know, you probably woke up in the morning and you have this back hair all flat and everything. Do a little bit. Remember, once I said, one little squirt right on.
That's
just
it. You don't need a lot,
of
ladies.
your fingers. You don't need a lot. Once again, very concentrated. So what you're gonna do, this is the automatic tease. What it's gonna do, you're gonna go in here, right on the root, Amy, and just look at how this thing holds up.
You know what I really like about this? Right now, we don't have time to plug in all our hot tools in the morning.
Oh,
you know, I gotta get my son out the door early. Like school starts at 7.
Right? You and your basketball practice.
So how many of us, you just wanna zhuzh it up, right? You wake up, you don't wanna do all that. Do you see the volume? And I've got very heavy hair. It's hard for my hair to get great volume, especially at the root. I just put a little bit in and went underneath, just like Arlene did. And I'm telling you, it's called Thicket for a reason. It's gonna give you thicker hair. So if you're struggling right now with very fine, thin, fragile hair, we got you. This is a world launch. Nobody else has seen it. Try it today. It's less than $8. It's $21 and change. If you go and get your hair done and you look at all the products that they have at the hair salon, nothing like this exists. It's the world's first thicket, where again, it's only using the Amazonian white clay that actually grabs each hair, not only makes it thicker, but lifts it up. So you get intense